Welcome back to City Skylines. We've put a few tiles in. Got some low density housing. I've put a high school in, a primary school, fire, police, a clinic, and a few small commercial buildings or shops for people to go to. I've put in a couple of parks and a cemetery. I've also added a small bit of our commercial in this area here. As you can see, abandoned buildings because we don't have enough educated workers. So maybe low density commercial will be better in these areas. These are going to get abandoned as well, I assume. Now we've got the high school in. That's not the problem. The problem is it's the time it takes to get them through the schools to get them into the workforce. That's what we're looking for. Got a couple of gaps here. That's because there's no tiles there. So let's put some tiles in here and here. We're making a push for the front, so I'd like to add some housing here, 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 a little bit more on these corners. Maybe put a couple of shops here and here, just to meet up with our demand. And I think this will be a good shopping spot here too. Give these a chance to. We've had no indication of industry. That's okay. Got no power over here as yet, but that will change. Let's try the low. Let's get rid of these and put low in and see if it makes any difference. See if they build. I also put in two rubbish burners. Each of these has let me see, incineration plant. For trucks in use, 1 out of 27. Okay. So I'm assuming that the garbage trucks will run according to the amount of people. Alright, so it says we've got garbage trucks in use 1. We've got one from each one. So that's 54 trucks altogether. But only 2 are being used because we've only got a very light load. We have no garbage signs up at all, so people are unhappy with the garbage. So I'm expecting these abandoned buildings because we do not have enough skilled workers, but that's on the high density. On the low density side, of course, maybe that'll be different. We're not looking at much at all. It's 19.5 degrees Celsius. So it's another beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Once we can get our power up to here, we can get shipping in. Maybe that's what we need to do. Is run a line, a power line in and well, let's try that. Let's run a power line from here over the road here. Just sneak it down the side here for now. To there. That'll give that power. Then run it from here. We can do something temporary. We can get rid of these. Now, according to my calculations, yep, that power's off. And that power's off. And they've got water. No worries. And a cruise ship area here. And I think that needs a road. I think it needs a road here too. Don't want to put a road there. As less as possible. Now we seem to have a few trucks coming in. Okay, so this guy is another coming into this zone. Not enough workers, not enough educated workers, I believe. So these guys need not enough educated workers and not enough workers all up. This may be a problem for us, but only on the short term. We're starting to get traffic in the area, and that's a good thing. So if we're looking for workers, maybe we should put our tram in. This is an industrial area, so we'll put the tram depot up in here. I think it's a pretty noisy. There it is. It's a big bugger. I'll get that in there. That'll give us power. Let's just check under the ground and see if we've got water here. Okay. Let's step across to our tram and put some stops in. We're going to need some people. Well, we can put a tram stop here, I think. Let's start our... They can get off there. We'll put a tram stop here for the workers in this area. We'll put a tram stop near here. We can put a path in there if we need to. We can slip around this roundabout. Put a tram stop in there. This is for our low density housing. Let's put another stop there. We can put a stop in there at a later date. So let's retrace our steps. We don't need to put another stop there, I don't think. But we're going to. Don't catch the train coming this way, the tram I mean. Let's put a stop next to this stop. Like that. Stop a tram here. Stop a tram there. and then come back around and complete the line around our roundabout. Alright, here's the first of our trams coming out now. We can change the colour of these by pressing our tool. Let's pause the game. Now we chase it around the map. Click on that. We go to our modify line, and there's a paintbrush right there. Look. What colour shall we have? Blue is one. Let's go really dark blue. Yeah. And turn it back on, and there's our dark blue tram. Isn't that awesome? How easy is that? All the trams coming out of there on that line should be the same colour. Yep. And there's a few of them. Don't think we need that many trams. Let's pause the game. Let's go back to our modify line. We've got 13 vehicles. So this is our vehicle count modifier. Let's go down to 75%. That'll give us 10 trams, 7 trams, 4 trams. That'll be enough. Start the game back up again. So some of these will go back into the depot, I presume. Oh, there's still more coming out. Let's triple that up a bit. They'll have to come out, go up, round the roundabout, and come back in again. This tram's on his way. He should be stopping there somewhere, yep. He should be stopping here somewhere. Do they have... Oh yeah, there's a tram stop there. Is that the tram stop? No. How do you tell where the tram stops are? Ah, our roundabouts are two-way. Let's have a look and see. Let's go to the trams, and what's this one? 2-lane road with tram tracks. 2-lane one-way road with tram tracks. Tram tracks. One-way tram track. So this is... we have to change our roundabouts to this. We have to upgrade. Oh, why didn't I see that before? Okay, let's go the right way, yes. These tram tracks up here will have to be changed too. I'm glad I caught that dude I did. It's like almost as soon as I put the trams in, I realised of course that while we're here we can get rid of these centre pieces. We don't need them anymore. Let's catch this one. Let's get up to this one. That's better. You can take these inside pieces out now. There we go. Well, let's just check and make sure we've got all our roundabouts. Yep, that one's done. This one isn't done. Yep, that's it. What does that icon mean? Not enough educated workers. Let's have a look at our education system. Education, high school, a university, community school. What does it do? A small and safe community school allows children to get education and grow into educated adults, an alternative to elementary school. Okay. This one is another high school. This one is this school teaches teenagers in the ways of technology. Okay. Let's put one of these in. Let's put it on the corner here. Can we get it on the corner here? No. Get it in there. It is rather large. What's this building? The faculty. Pardon me. University students who wish to specialise in certain areas go to these faculty buildings. Each building educates students in one subject like astronomy, arts, biology or law. Students can pick and choose to go to one of these buildings or a main university, but each faculty building operates individually. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them. I guess they're all different colours. I don't know. Don't know how this works. This is office area here. Let's whack in the road and put some of this in. We don't need that much, do we? Let's go there to there, into there. Let's find our faculty buildings, which are there. 1. Are they different colours though? 2. Oh, we got plenty of money. The buildings look pretty cool. Let's stick some water underneath that. And electricity. Put lines in, or I'll put a dedicated. You know, I'm just going to put one of these in. Clean energy. Yep. That's connected that up, I believe. I'm going to stick a little bit of office in here. This is that one. Right there, like that. Oh, our demand for housing is increased exponentially. I think it's time I had a drink of water. Just excuse me while I have a guzzle. God, look how quick they're going up. That's better. Bit of a dry throat. I'm going to put some here and here. Yeah, they like getting near the water. We've lowered that. No office there at all. Let's go to our... this has been a big failure. Let's get rid of all these. Not enough educated workers. Let's turn these into the... This is doing... Let's turn that. Of course, we will rename these areas once we finish them. We could do it as we go now, actually. If I remember correctly, we were going to name this area. There we go. Get rid of that, and what was it we were going to call this? Rockheads. Yeah. There you go. Rockheads. They can all play loud music in here. Oh, look at that. These guys. I could pick one of these houses to be my own. I'll put in my family name on it. Well, this place looks pretty good. I haven't got my own private beach though. But you know what? I could make one. I could terraform a little bit of that and do something like that. There's some nice houses here. Pardon me. Our demand for housing has gone down a bit now, so that's good. We've still got plenty of squares to fill. I'm going to just clip these couple like that. Our need for commercial has now gone up a little bit. I want to sneak these along here now towards this other building. We've got ships coming in. Yahoo! Now we've got trade. These buildings will start sprouting up like there's no tomorrow because they've got goods coming in from outsourced. Pardon me again. So, goods coming in and going out. We've got to wait a little bit longer, I think, for our schools to turn out some educated people. But for now, that's good. We're getting some workers in this area. So I'm thinking of making a high density housing block here. We can cram a lot of people in and they don't have to go far for work. They can walk, which means we don't have any traffic. So I'm going to put 2 of those in. It'll take them a while. We don't have any big need for housing at the moment, but that will certainly help with traffic. We'll have to think of a name for this area. Another ship coming in. That's good. Brilliant. Let's have a look at our main road. Is anyone coming down the highway? Yes, look. We're now starting to get outside visitors coming into our town. That is awesome. We'll be able to work on our farmland soon in the next few episodes. We've still got a lot to go here. I've got a little bit of a need for commercial. I've got this. Yeah, I'm not keen to use that. Here's a nice little spot. All these little jaggedy bits like this we can put commercial in. It's just shops for the locals. And here. And there. On these main roads I like to put commercial. Put houses there, they will just park their cars alongside there and block the road. And there. I'll put some nice houses this side just to keep the electricity going. Maybe a spot there. That should keep going. Now we've just got a little bit of our industry, which is up here. So we can now put a couple of bits in. Let's say put a couple of bits there and a bit there. Let's see how that goes. Yep, they're building in there now. Let's go back and check our office spot we put in. Where was that? That was over here. Oh, look, would you look at that? It is now full. We've got the education system there and full. Let's see if we can find one of our trams. There was one. How to keep up with it. Oh, look at the people. Wow, would you look at that? I think maybe I'm going to have to put more trams on now. Let's pause that for a second. Grab a hold of our tram. I've got 4 vehicles out of 4 at 25%. Let's put that at 50% now. Get a few more trams on the run. Pick all these people up. Right. So what was our tram stop is here. Obviously. I want to put a path in for people to be able to walk back and forth from the housing area. So let's put a path in here. Oh, that's way too. Let's go to there. Lower that path a little bit. And more stages. There we go. Put that path there. Let's go just a touch. Bring it through over this road. Is that high enough? That should be high enough. What's the... More? Not high enough. Okay. Let's go up a bit more then. Now it's high enough. Keep that at that. Over this road. Let's start bringing it down. People can now get on there, get across to the tram tracks. Yeah, that works for me. It's not too bad, is it? Nah, that'll be fine when the buildings get around it. Alright, now we need a little bit of everything. Let's get over and put some more industrial area in. Put one next to this. Let's start filling up this triangle. And we'll put a few bits down here. Our commercial zone is now asking for more. So let's get back into here. I might use this block to put in the high density, which we were originally going to do. And we'll see if that takes. We may have the educated workers now. High density housing has gone off very well there. We don't have a problem in this area with anything like that. It may be time for us to put a couple more roads in here. It seems to me like mixing housing and commercial is a good idea. I'm very pleased with the way that this area is now working quite well, and we've got green arrows going up. I don't know what that actually means. I think it's a good thing, obviously, because it's green. But this guy's looking for educated workers. Maybe we could put something in here to educate the people. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got the Modern Technology Institute. What does it do? An alternative to university. Okay. It's quite a big building. Oh, not quite in there. Not quite in there. Could go here. Not really what I had in mind. I'm going to put another high school in, because we've got these high density people here, and we'll start thinking about putting parks in. Let's put a small park in this area. That looks like a great spot. I'll move it over here a bit, so I've got some squares there that I can put some high density housing in. Let's do that around this school. So we've got lots of then we go to our high commercial, mix that in amongst this stuff. So there's plenty of educated people picking up these jobs. Along this area here, this road, we'll put the high density commercial, and then on the inside of the road we'll put some more high density housing to fill those jobs. We've still got the one guy there who doesn't have enough educated workers. Let's find out what this business is all about. It's a commercial building, 2 workers, busy corner shop. Okay. It's the only one. Starting to get very busy here. Check out tram traps. Tram tracks. They're not traps. Very busy area. Okay, we are now looking at more industry. These guys are looking for workers. We have a high density area here, which we're going to have to now start filling in, I think, to get workers that close to the workforce. Now, if I remember correctly, we have a gap here. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's put a main road, like a 4-lane road, into this area, like that. This is the way for the workers to get in and out. I'll leave a nice gap like that. Let's come down to about there. Up against the shoreline there. Run that down to there. And then back to here. Yeah, that's looking good. So there. Different. Let's bridge some of these up a bit. Let's stagger that like we're laying bricks. And a cul-de-sac here. That's good to me. Let's check for water. I should slow the city down a bit. Oops. 3, 1. That's it. Now I'm going to need another road, a larger road, for these guys to be able to get in and out. So let's do that. Off this corner here. There's no tram on that. Yes, looking good. This brings, we still need a lot more industry. Let's bring some of that down this way. Like that. This is all industry here too. We can put our own designated power grid in here if we so wish. Let's have a quick look at our oh yeah, we've separated that nicely. Now we've got our roads in, we can alter this. Don't want to go much further that way because we're going to have a train picking up cargo there. That'll be too noisy for them. But yeah, that's perfect. Got a little space here we can do something with later. Let's put the power grid in. Everyone gets their own power grid. What a great city. Yeah. Put that more this way. That should do it. There should be enough. Let's put a couple of bits in. We're going to need to put a school and that in here too. Put an elementary school in. We'll keep it. Yeah. I'll put these on the edge of the fringes. Like that. Let's put a high school in. Let's put a medical centre in. Because we need the industrial area, I'm going to put a hospital in here as well. like that. I'm going to put in a cemetery. I'll put a cemetery further down here. I want to put a park in here for the kids. So let's do that. Let's put a playground in. And one opposite the elementary school. You're going to need police and fire brigade. More central. Let's put them in here. And police, put that there. Alright, put a little bit more high density housing in. Fill these squares up. Just get the power through. Yeah, that should do it. Let's run that on 3 now. Still need a bit more industry. A couple more squares here and there. No complaints coming out of here. So that's good. They're building almost immediately. Rock heads is looking good. Let's put some low density in. Let's fill those gaps up. Here's our walkover. Is anybody using it? Oh look, we've got a couple of people. Oh, we've got a lot of people. Okay. I think it's time we add some housing in here for these people. Let's make that load. Put a couple of corner shops there. They'll do well there. So our tram is our main public transport at the moment, and it seems to be working quite well. I fixed up this road, I bet, I'm fairly sure. Yeah. Our cloverleaf. We've still got a fair way to go before we've crossed the highway. Now this is our leisure area, I do believe. Leisure specialisation. Let's put that in. Where do we have nearest power is over here. Now before I do that, let me just look at, oh yeah, our leisure. Let's just sneak that in there now. This is why I wasn't too worried about doing this nice and neat in the beginning, because as you put things in and your rows go in, then it's time to use these ones for the leisure. We'll start bringing this down here. Yep. Okay. Our demand is now back on industry again. Still quite small up here. They're filling up nicely. Now they're needing workers. We've got our high density working area here. Let's put a high dense there. Pull that one in. A little bit more of this. I'm a bit undecided about putting more in there. They can't find workers for the factories that are already there. I don't like seeing abandoned buildings. And so far, it's so good. Okay, so this is a cargo ship. That's good. We're not going to get nothing happening here until we get power down there. We're starting. Put one of them in. See which one takes off the best. So with leisure, we've got a plaza. Go there. Let's make everybody happy. What's this? Other parks. Yeah, if I could put other parks, those parks in, I'd like to put them in a high density area. You know, basketball courts and tennis courts and stuff. For these guys to use. Let's put 2 of these in. See if it encourages people to move into the area. I will put in some high density housing around this, and I'll leave that bit. We'll see if this does anything. So those little rows that are a little bit offbeat really create a nice so these gaps in between are good too. They let you sort of come in and see what's going on. It's not too densely packed. I think that's something I can keep in mind from here on in. Now, we're going to sneak a railroad in here. We're going to connect it up to here. And the rest of this has to go over it or under it. This one went up fairly high, didn't it? What if I could sneak 2 of these in? Let's go to the ship. That's not a ship. I believe it's this one. The rail hub on it. I could run a railway between them two easily. Let's give that a go. Train, track. There is a big difference in height. Let's move this one. Inspector tool. Let's not say relocate building. Yeah. Let's just plonk this anywhere for now. That'll do. And have a look at this area. Let's get rid of that. Let's pick up our building again. Let's try and place this so it's quite low. Oh, that sign's in the way. It's sort of going up. Yeah, that's quite level. Can I get a rail in there though? Ooh, I don't know. Too close now. Okay. Let's move this one. This way a bit. To there. That's down way much. That's way down lower. What happened there? No, we can't have that. I think maybe we will get rid of this one. Yep. Leave that as it is. Plenty of traffic. Alright, while we're mucking around with that, our housing demand has increased. Wrong one. Let's fill in these squares. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Let's get around here. We need some more commercial. High density commercial. Let's try some of these now. The ones that are in there are okay at the moment. I'd like to fill this end of our landfill jetty. Here, depending on what part of the world you're from. I'd also like to get rid of these lines now. So I don't think we need them, do we? No. That's all connected via the buildings. Oh, look at that, mate. We could have put much bigger buildings in there, but anyway, let's carry on. Looks like we want more industry. Let's go to industrial area. Let's fill up this stuff on the main road. I think that's a big enough gap. This can be commercial here, and here and here. It's a nice little diversion between the two areas. I think I'd like to put a pathway in for people to walk through. I can run it from here. You know, let's make that freeform. Run it up the side of the cemetery. Be spooky at night. I think we've got a tram over here somewhere, haven't we? So let's put that there. Let's run another track off of this halfway. Say through here somewhere. Bring that up around into this corner. Well, like that. We can also run a path through here. And sneak it into this area here. There we go. Take out the D zone. This bit here. Yeah. I can then sneak through here. Like that. Yeah, I've got plenty of room to get through now. More housing. That's good. That's just what we need. Right at the right time. High density. Got a few spots here we can fill up. There and there. That should keep them going for a while. A little bit of commercial. How's that commercial area going? It's going good. What's this place? Home Improvement Centre. Alright, now, high density. Let's run that off of this road, yeah, why not? Oh, I'm thinking, let's get rid of that. And that one. This is a great area to put high density housing on the waterfront. Let's try a couple. See how that goes. Let's put will they cohabitate together? Well, these guys are pretty keen. Yep, they're gonna do. They're gonna be just fine. So many things happening at once. Busy, busy, busy. Let's fill in this block, and then the outside of this one. I'm very tempted to choose one of these houses. Oh, look, I think there's a Ponciana there. Them houses are a bit close together. I could do a bit of terraforming. Bring a private road down. Put a slab here and put one house on it. And call it mine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I can. Right, now. This height here looks pretty good to me. Let's make our tool a bit nice and strong and a little bit. Oh. Pull that out a little bit. Want to make it kind of look natural. Get my road net on. Bring that around like that. Lovely. I'm going to use a dirt road as well. I'm going to bring it from here. Let's get a leveling tool again. Set our mark.